Hello, good evening, everybody. This is Jitesh Shina coming live from Singapore on Radio Masti. Our very own take on the ongoing cricket T20 World Cup. Uh, we have gone through the league stages and now we are into the Super 8 for this T20 World Cup. Exciting times, and we all are excited. My fellow colleagues will be joining in, Santosh and Neil, to share their expert views and analysis of how the World Cup has gone till now. We have finished the league stages, and now we are into the Super 8. So, while my colleagues Santosh and Neil are joining, I will just like to round up the top 8 teams who have qualified for the next stage, which is Group A, which is India, West Indies, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. The other group being Pakistan, England, Sri Lanka, and New Zealand. The first game, which was washed out yesterday, and ongoing game between England and Sri Lanka. So, interesting groups. Group A, which is in which India is the group of death because they are all unbeaten, all four sides, and Group B is also evenly matched. So, yes, as I said in our cricket corner, exciting times ahead. So. Uh, Going to, what we are going to do today is we're going to review the India South Africa match, which is about to be played in another hour or so. We our take on how the teams are looking, how the match is coming up with the overall combinations that India and South Africa has. So, as we know, the group two majority of the games are happening in Sri Lanka. However, all most of the games which will be played in the group one, which is India, uh, will be played in India. And today is the first game of Super 8, which is gonna be played uh, in India. The first game, which is in Ahmedabad, India has already played the uh, uh, one of the games in Ahmedabad. They have sailed through all the four games. So I would like to welcome Santosh and Neil now into the panel, into the live show. And then we'll take a view from them, how the combination looks and how other things. Welcome Santosh, welcome Neil. Thanks for joining in. So I was just wrapping up the entire group stages. Now we are into Super 8. So what's your view, Neil, for the first
Thanks,
match?
thanks, Jitesh. And it's going to be an exciting match. They're calling it the final before the final. And given the very close match that we won 2 years ago just by a handful of runs, and we all remember that superb boundary catch, maybe we'll see something as spectacular today. But you called it out, Jitesh, just now that you've got the group of death. These teams have gone sailed through the league without a single loss. They're all looking good. So it's going to be a close contest between South Africa and India yet again. I think South Africa may have familiarity with the pitch, although it's a different pitch. It's a black soil Motera pitch. It's not a red soil pitch, and they played on a red soil or a mixed pitch before. So maybe some of that advantage is neutralized. But look, they've recently toured India. Yes, we won 3-1 in the T20 series, but we lost in the test. A totally different ball game. But look, they know Indian conditions. They're familiar with Indian conditions. They've got a team that's looking strong and balanced, and so do we. So I'd like to say, may the best match, may the best man or best team win. But I think we're in for a thrilling and even contest tonight.
Yeah. And Santosh, India, they have raised the bar. They are 12-0 back-to-back wins in T20 World Cup. And parallelly, they are 45-4 in the bilateral since 2024 World Cup, which we won, India won. So, how are you looking at the combination, how Team India looks? I know there were some glitches in the first few league games. They are not looking comprehensively, and they are not winning comprehensive games. But what's your take?
Yeah, India have been doing well against South Africa, but you can never take the South Africans lightly. I think the superb team, very strong in batting, bowling, and fielding. And fielding, particularly, they're very, very good. So, India cannot take South Africa lightly at all. Uh, as we said earlier, South Africa is familiar with the conditions in Ahmedabad because they played four of the matches there, while India have been playing in other places. So South Africa know the pitch and the conditions well. It's a big ground, and also the fact that, as Neil was saying, it's black soil. So the pacers will get some bounce and movement, and then probably settle down a little bit, and then the spinners will call the shot. For India, the problem so far has been. They've been putting up scores, but the batting has not been very convincing for me. It's just one or two batters who have really clicked. Ishan, as we saw, and then Captain Surya Kumar, and then Shivam Dubey in the last match. But some of the other Hardik also played an innings. But the other batters really have to chip in. And where you expect the team to go beyond 200, they are, stuck in 160, 170, 180 range. For a top class team, they should be trying to score over 200. And against South Africa, with the kind of quality bowling that South Africa has, Indian batting has to be really sharp. And the question of Abhishek Sharma again, the captain and the team have backing him for this match. So there should be no issue. I think he should get his head sorted out, and then he should be able to get India off to a flying start. It's important because the South African openers are both brilliant, Markram and Quinton de Kock. So for me, the Indian batting has to really, really do much better.
And talking about Abhishek Sharma, Santosh, Neil, I hope he's not you know motivating himself to be the brand ambassador of Audi with the 4 zeros, or Olympics logo with 5 zeros. So that's going on the internet. I hope this game, I hope he was waiting for Super 8 to click. I mean, sometimes you get these bad phases. We have all played cricket. I also play cricket these days as well. So it is just a matter of a single. As Mr. Gavaskar said, he just needs to take that one run, and after that, everything will comes to its place. So let's hope for it. Fingers crossed how it works.
Yeah, for sure. The South Africans are going to put pressure on him, especially they will start with spin, I think. Good high probability they will have spin, making him playing on his nerves. So that is where we have to see how Abhishek handles those initial overs.
And yes, and last bit, he needs to prove Mohammad Amir whether he's a slogger or not.
Yes, absolutely.
Neil, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was good. I was just going to say that look, the team is backing him. I said that last time as well. The team backed him when he went out in the first over. But yes, Mr. Gavaskar take a single, and I think Moni Morkel went on record to say, look, he's really playing well in the nets. It's not as though his form is off. So it's just a question of him settling down and getting back to the big runs. I think this might be the match.
I think yes. I think he needs that break, and then he will restart from the first game of Super 8. And on that note, let's take a break. And once we are back, we'll discuss further in the India big game of India and South Africa tonight. Welcome back, everybody. So as we were discussing about the Super 8s, the league games, let's have a look at what Surya Kumar Yadav had to say in the press conference.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो लोग चिंता कर रहे हैं उनके लिए मैं चिंता करता हूँ कि अभिषेक की फॉर्म के लिए इतनी चिंता क्यों कर रहे हैं, बट मैं उन टीम्स के बारे में सोचता हूँ जो आगे जिनके अगेंस्ट वो खेलने वाला है कि अभी तक उसके रन नहीं लगे हैं. बाकी जवाब तो आपको पता ही है, जब उसके रन लगेंगे तो क्या होता है आपने देखा ही है. होता है, टीम स्पोर्ट है, चलते रहता है कभी कभी. अब टीम को रिक्वायरमेंट है कि लड़का अपने आइडेंटिटी से खेले, तो वही ट्राई कर रहा है वो खेलने के लिए. अब उसमें अगर हुआ तो ठीक है, नहीं हुआ तो हम लोग है ना कवर करने के लिए। पिछले साल उसने पूरा हमारे लिए कवर किया, अभी इस बार हम कर लेंगे उसके लिए।
So interesting video. I mean, when your captain threatens the entire world and back you as your team member, the confidence that Abhishek Sharma will have today, and as I said, I am looking for that explosive inning from him. What's your view, guys?
Yeah, for
I've
me, I
already
think
said
Abhishek, really is batting really well, and his only thing is the confidence bit for him. Unfortunately, the few ducks started off with that, but with the team totally backing in, and I'm sure he will come out good firing today, and that is what India really needs. I think the big grounds and Abhishek. The little hesitancy that he's showing, he should just get rid of it and just go for his shots. And no need to have all this superstition and wear someone else's jersey and try. It's not a question of
yeah,
luck, really. The guy has
yeah.
really got the talent. He's got the talent, and he should go out there and prove it. It's not the luck factor that is important.
Absolutely.
That is key for him, I think. Neil.
And Neil,
Yeah.
just there's a question from one of the viewers. The question is, if you were captain tonight, what is the one decision that could win India this match? Is it the team selection? Is it the toss strategy or the bowling plan? Can you take that question?
I think we need to combine team selection and bowling plans because on this pitch, I have a feeling that we can't go for that extra spinner. The temptation, whether it's Kuldeep Yadav or somebody else, I just think that it's going to favor pace more than spin. Perhaps later on, into the match, there might be a little bit of spin, but it will be a question of varying pace and actually switching that question around to the South African team. I think the biggest threat, especially again back to the Abhishek Sharma question, if you've got Ngidi, and Ngidi can bowl a slower ball, which is very well disguised, and if he gets a little bit of bounce, as Santosh was saying, on the black soil pitch, slow bounce, disguised slower ball, and the variance is 140 to 110. That's a huge variance, and you could probably have Abhishek Sharma and even others in trouble. So I just think team selection. I think we're going to stick with the pace option rather than try and play three spinners on this pitch. That's my view.
So you're saying Team India will not consult Mike Hessen and play six spinners in their squad? Full
They
of
have six
all-rounders?
spinners. You've got Rinku, you've got Abhishek, you've got Tilak. You already have six
Yeah.
spinners.
Yeah. So especially when Rinku and Tilak Verma bowled, our good friends, the neighbor friends, they were not happy. They said that it's humiliation that you guys are bowling them. So any which ways, that's an interesting one because see, my take is whether it is Indian pitch or Sri Lankan pitch, right? The bowlers need to bowl at the correct channel, irrespective whether the spin assistance is there or not. Same goes for pace wickets. You go to Australia, you go to England, you go to South Africa. It's about the discipline and the skills that you bring to the table. It's overhyped about this will be a spinning track. We play six spinners, five spinners, four spinners. I think India, with the combination that they have of Bumrah, with Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dube already there, so we are sorted. I think we have specialists, we have all rounders, we have good bit of spin and everything. So I think we are in good space. What's your view, Santosh?
Yeah, for me, I think one change probably they will bring in is Ashdeep will probably come in place of Washington Sundar, I think. But I would have loved to have Kuldeep also playing because if the South African batters are a little suspect against spin, and Kuldeep could be a factor, could prove this thing. But like you said, India well covered in all departments, like the pace. You have the pace, Bumrah leading the charge, and then you have Hardik and Shivam Dubey and others can put from a distant time. Ashraf Patel will come in, and then so the bowling spin department is also quite strong for me. So a lot will depend really on the toss. I think toss can be very important. You win the toss and probably send the other team in, and then try to chase it down, and that should be probably the strategy that will probably both captains will be going with. So the bowling in the second part has got to be very important discipline, and that will sort of be the key for this game. That's my feeling.
Also, I
Yeah, I
don't want
agree
to
with
comment
that.
on your pick, Santosh, because I don't want to dismiss your views. So, yes, Neil, you were saying something.
No, I was just saying Santosh has it spot on, line and length. Just given Ahmedabad is such a large ground, I think running between the wickets and stealing the ones and twos today will be very crucial on both sides, for both sides.
Yes, 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 yes. And Washi, I think Washi gets that edge because he's now playing for GT, right? So he plays in Ahmedabad and IPL and all those stuff. So they might have some favoritism to get him into the playing, but I don't think so. We are a good squad, which is fine. So I let's see. End of it, Surya, Gautam Gambhir, and the team management knows better. They will assess the pitch. They will assess the weather and all those stuff. So it's let's see. It's an exciting game ahead. So on that note, guys, let's take one more break and then we'll come back and just look at the other Super 8 games which are going on.
Available anywhere across the world with the app Radio Masti 24/7. The 24-hour station offers a vast variety of programs filled with local, global and Indian content along with Bollywood gossip and updates. Make sure you add Masti to your lives. Download the app today and stay energized and connected on the go. Radio Masti 24/7 Live, Singapore's only Bollywood radio since 2009.
India versus South Africa, exciting fixture. It is going to be interesting to see how the South African fast bowlers bowl against Indian batters and how their hard hitters bat against the Indian spinners. The game, I feel, is going to be decided in the middle overs between the 7th and 15 overs of Indian spin bowling and South African hard hitting batting. Also, it is key to see that what does India do with Abhishek Sharma. It is important that Abhishek Sharma is played in this game because he is the one who's going to be X factor in the Super 8s and if India qualifies to the semi-finals.
Yep. So that was Chetan Suryavanshi, a big name in Singapore cricket. He's the ex captain of Singapore national team. Interesting views. He's also looking at Abhishek Sharma, the X factor today. So quite interesting comments and analysis from him. So what do you think, Santosh?
So sorry, I just wanted to say earlier, I what I mentioned was Akshar Patel would come in place of Washington Sundar. It's not like Arshdeep, so I made a mistake there. It's actually Akshar Patel will be playing today. So that's my feeling. So yeah, as Chetan also pointed out, the batting is really important. Both teams are very strong in the batting, and the team probably batting second will want to really strengthen and go with the force, and they have the target in front of them and they will aim it and play calculated cricket. For South Africa, they're good blend. The openers are fantastic. Mark Roman, Quinton de Kock, as we know, are experienced openers that can give the team a flying start, and they have a whole bevy of youngsters coming up who are pretty good. And then you have the Miller types lower down who can really accelerate. So India too, the batting is strong, but the bowling has to be really disciplined. I think both teams have to be really, really disciplined. And like Neil was saying, line and length very important. And India particularly cannot afford any loose runs, and teams have to keep it very tight.
Yes, in fact, Santosh, I mean, just if you look at the current game which is going on between England and Sri Lanka, as you
Yeah.
mentioned, and me, Neil, and myself were mentioning, it's all about the skills and the discipline that you have in bowling. You look at the strength of Sri Lanka spinners and the bowling playing in their home ground, but still England got them 6 down for 60 odd runs, and they are chasing the game now. So, Neil, if you, I have a question which I want you to take from one of the fan, which is which team walks into this with more fear? South Africa facing India's momentum, or India facing South Africa's big match reputation?
Well, I'd have to, in all honesty, reword that question if I were asking it, and apologies to whoever framed it, because unfortunately, South Africa's big match reputation doesn't strike fear. They're known as jokers, and they have proven it wrong. The doubting Thomases wrong more recently, but I don't think that's going to put India in any fearful spot, or in terms of is there more pressure on India. I don't think so. Yes, we've talked about the four game advantage, familiarity with the ground, familiarity playing in India. But look, I think India knows. India has got this confidence of even if they start poorly, or even if in the middle overs, as Mr. Suryavanshi just said, that's where the match will be decided. And India has managed to pull themselves out of trouble in all of their four matches. Maybe not convincing wins. And I take Santosh's point that you can't sit back and say they're banging the opposition, but all the same they've pulled out the rabbit out of the hat on each of those occasions. So I just think in terms of fear factor, pressure factor, India is probably slightly better placed. Yes, South Africa would dearly love to get revenge for 2024, but I think India's got the edge.
And just on that chokers tag, Neil, we all know after that WTC win, which South Africa got that the number one mace right now. So I think they have. I would feel they must throw the chokers tag and whatever has happened in the past, including the 2024 final. They should look at this as a new start of a new era for South African cricket. And I think the only team in this World Cup which is actually at par or at a threat to Indian squad is South Africa. So what's your view, Santosh?
Yeah, I agree with you totally. As we have seen, both the white ball cricket as well as Test cricket, South Africa have been coming up. They've been there right at the top under Markram in the white ball, and then Bavuma, of course, taking them to the top of the Test level. So it's a top class team, no doubt about it. It's just that even the previous World Cup, T20 World Cup final, 35 overs, they were dominating the match. It was just in the last few overs slipped out of the hands. So South Africa are there. They are showing good fight back. They are showing good plans. And as we saw against Afghanistan, actually, the way they come, but it looked like 2 or 3 times they're out of the game and they were losing it, but they bounced back, took spectacular catches. And some of the shots they played was amazing. So there's a lot of fight in this team, and it is a strong team. And they have to play to their strengths and to the belief that they can pull it off. And as I was saying earlier, for India, I don't think it's going to be easy or they can take it lightly. They have to give it their full go, India, and they have to be on the ball. And again, fielding is going to be crucial, and South Africa are pretty good at it.
So
I'd like to just add, sorry, I was just going to jump in and say the fact that they held their nerve during the match with Afghanistan at the league level with 2 super overs. Maybe I might revise my earlier comments a little bit. So yes, they've proven that they can take the pressure as well, just to even things out.
Okay. So I mean, I just want the reason why I was interrupting that time because I wanted to put you guys in a pretty tricky situation. So Neil, I'll start with you. So if I have to ask you, and you have to name one top performer from India and one from South Africa for today's game, who will it be and why?
Okay. I'm going to keep away from Abhishek Sharma for now. I have a feeling that this could be a Hardik Pandya day, both with bat and ball. It's his home ground. It's just like the stage has been set for Mr. X Factor. He's another Mr. X Factor. And I think from the India side, I'd put my money on Hardik today. Both departments.
What about South Africa?
In terms of South Africa, I think just as we feel that Abhishek Sharma might deliver on in the Super 8 the big matches for us, I think Quentin de Kock has had a reasonably quiet league series given his potential and track record. I think Quentin de Kock today for South Africa.
Yeah, and I mean, he was supposed to play in PSL because the kind of comebacks after retirement he's doing, he's copying Shahid Afridi match to match. So
Yeah.
interesting. So it will be Hardik Pandya and Quinton de Kock for you, Neil. What about you, Santosh, from India and from South Africa tonight?
Yeah, for me, I think Jasprit Bumrah would be very important for me. The early breakthroughs, and he is going to be very difficult for the South African batters to face. And India will be looking up to him to get those initial breakthroughs. It's difficult to play. It's difficult to play on this pitch, even if it's like and the range the batters have. When playing him to play the shots is very limited. So he's going to be crucial for India. And for South Africa, I think it's Markram. I think the captaincy part is very important. Markram is showing a lot of maturity, and also his batting is crucial. And at the same time, I think his spin is also crucial for South Africa. They have Keshav Maharaj, but Markram is also a crucial part of it. So these two are going to be vital for me.
Okay. And any one of you, the last question which comes to my mind for today is Tilak Verma being replaced by Sanju Samson today?
No, I don't think that's going to happen. Tilak Verma is not fluent. He's not been playing fluent cricket, but I still think they're not going to make that change. They will have Tilak Verma there with all the Bombay boys there. I think he will fit in well that slot.
It's an interesting point, because if you look at the Indian batting lineup, top 6-7 batters so you've got Captain Suryakumar, and then you've got Hardik, but you've got a whole bunch of left-handers, especially with Akshar coming back into the squad. So maybe that could be an interesting, but I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be an interesting move.
Yeah, interesting. Yesterday I was watching a PTV show, chat show, and the guys were talking about they want the semi-finals and finals to be played in Colombo. So we are getting pulled to, and backed by lots of people that India will not qualify for the semi-finals. And what is the best way is to start this Super 8 first game on a big way. And India, scores big and win this game with a huge margin. So that's what we all are wishing, and let's keep our fingers crossed. On that note, I think interesting discussions today. Thanks a lot, Neil. Thanks a lot, Santosh, for your views. For our viewers, exciting day today. Let's back our Indian squad for today, and let's hope that we get a big win tonight. And as Rohit Sharma says, and my favorite dialogue for this campaign, history repeat karenge and history defeat karenge. On that note, bye bye guys. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next episode. Good night.
Let's have a good game. Bye.
वो बदल गया
सच्ची बदल गया दिखाओ मुझे भी चाहिए आंखों की एक्सपीरियंस से लेकर दिल की धड़कन तक सब बदल गया Your favorite Radio Masti 24/7 app just got a major makeover. Super quick interactions and easy peasy lemon squeezy user interface. Chat room to gossip and audio and video on demand. Even better sound quality. और भी बहुत कुछ, पर हम क्या बताएं? खुद देख लो. ऐप का काम हो गया. अब आपकी बारी है. तो इंतजार किस बात का? Tap your way to the App Store या Play Store and tune into the vibe with Radio Masti 24/7 app now. It's free, it's here, and it's yours to be.
Radio Masti 24/7, Southeast Asia's only live Bollywood radio station.
Stay tuned.
I'm in love with this